Omoko Road. Contrary to insinuations that he was avoiding the lawmakers, arrangements had already been made for a meeting with them. He explained that the plan was for his predecessor and FCT Minister Nyesom Wike, along with elder statesman Ferdinand Alabraba and other leaders, to convene a session.
I personally do not have any disagreement or anywhere with my member of the National Assembly, even that of made every effort to meet with them. But the arrangement wasn't for me to call them directly. It was for my leader, the minister, to arrange the meeting, which up till this hour, that meeting has not been fixed. People about saying, I don't want to meet them, I don't want to meet their demand, that is pure lie. I don't have any reason to do that.
Who announced his defection from the PDP to the APC, told his supporters his decision to join the PDP was not to fulfill his personal ambition, but a move to achieve peace in the state and ensure steady progress.
We're trying to work on something to help in terms of security, to the issue of car theft. It's something we're working on with the Ministry of Transport.
Okay, no, that's not what I'm looking for. Even though it's the same man, it's a different statement. Okay, as always, I'll do my best to get the sound that aligns with the report. The governor of the Ahoda Omoko Road was a promise he made during his campaign visit to the area, noting it will boost the local economy. Correspondent to Enkachi also reports that the extension of the dualization of the 25.4 dual carriageway Ahoda Omoko was awarded to Julius Berger in 2023 at the cost of 48.9 billion naira. Okay. After the break, we talk. Stay with us. Nigeria in Governor of Rivers State denying a rift with Rivers lawmakers. Now, if it were up to me, and fortunately it's not up to me, I would rather that the governor do not make these comments and statements connected to whatever it is that people speculate. Also, it's important to note that the governor seems to be responding to something. Because while he made his statement, he said, when people say. So obviously he must have heard a few things that people said. Maybe people in influential places. Maybe people whose opinions matter. Or maybe just the general public and every resident of Rivers who obviously voted for the governor. Their opinion matters. Stating that, oh, the governor has problems with the lawmakers. And he's like, no, I do not have a problem with them. He insists there's no rift and that there's peace. But if you notice, this conversation around peace The statements have only been made from one side. We've only ever heard Governor Fubara talk about, oh, there's no problem with the assembly, everything is okay, peace is this, I will not shed my blood for rivers. There are a couple of statements made. The assembly members never really seem to have made any statement in this regard. What we see are maybe some actions from their end that suggest rather, that they are not exactly on amazing terms with the governor. He also says that, well, when the meeting is initiated, he will be more than willing to avail himself. There are leaders who should initiate the meeting. Of course, going to meet them on his own might be him going over the heads of those he considers his as. And an interesting thing, which I would say, not on a governance level, but maybe on a personal level, is commendable, is that the governor still considers the FCC minister his own. He defected or announced his defection 2 days ago. And the first question people were asking is, oh, will he still call Wike his oga? Is he still going to? Does Wike still have the relevance and importance now that he relates directly to the president? He now goes to Abuja alone. He doesn't go in company of anyone. He would now be the leader of the party that he has defected to, the APC in Rivers State. No. When my boss, can't remember what name he used, what title rather, I'm more than willing. But Your Excellency, Governor of Rivers State, I think we've had enough, right? Well, we know that this thing happened, and every now and then these conversations will come up. Rivers State has been through a lot. From questions around if the elections are credible, to speculations you don't talk. I remember in the campaign 2023, when the FCC minister, of course the former governor, endorsed the current governor and was going around with him on campaigns. This man, no, they talk. He know they talk. To what seemed like problems almost immediately the administration started, to an attempted impeachment, to, I don't know if it's explosion or the gutting, well, the assembly building, the complex, something happened to it. Whether it was burned down or it exploded, know that fire passed through it somehow. To back and forth, pro-Wike, pro-Fubara, the state was divided along every possible line. Meetings in Abuja every now and then, agreement, people signing. Assembly said this, they did not say that. Then to the ultimate emergency rule for 6 months. A sitting governor that was elected. The Constitution guarantees that the way that a governor vacates his seat is impeachment, resignation, or death. None of these things happened, but somehow Fubara was not in government house for 6 months. And during those months, there were different protests. Some women wear white, others wear black. A lot has happened. That's the point I'm trying to make. A lot has happened. And then every Rivers resident, as a matter of fact, every Nigerian suddenly knew the name Bokete Ibas. Who is this man? One day before the emergency rule, many people had no idea who that was. But now in the history of Rivers State, that name is going to mean something. Through no fault of Rivers residents, neither was it their choice. They just know a man called Ibas. So now that all of this is over, emergency rule lifted, governor back, and there's already a little drama here and there. Assembly members defected, pledging loyalty to the president, stating their support for second-term bid. Fubara defected. It's drama. Imagine drama without a story, right? If you're watching a movie, the adventure happens within the plot. So what's the story. The bad guys first attack the village, then the good guys revenge and save the hostages, and they live happily ever after. That's the story, the plot. But the action inside the movie helps us understand the story. But now in Rivers, there's drama, but we don't even know the story. So I would suggest that we focus on governance. Your Excellency, now you have defected. Congratulations. Now you are back in the governor. Well done. Assembly members have defected. No problem. Let's just get working. There's a lot that needs to be done. Whether you have problem with assembly members, whether somebody is going to call a meeting, whether you see them eye to eye, whether you hate them, you love them, all of you were sent to those positions. It's not family business. It's not inheritance. It's not monarchy. Rivers people decided to go to the ballot, whether you agree that it was credible or not. And had a few names in mind. Amehule, Fubara, and others. The legislature and the executive, you were all voted. So do the work of those that sent you. For now, leave who you have problem with. It sort itself out. Thank you. Moving on. The Senate has directed its Committee on Police Affairs to investigate the alleged selective implementation of President Bola Tinubu's order withdrawing police escorts from VIPs. The move followed complaints that lawmakers were being sold out while other influential individuals continue to enjoy full security cover. The resolution was reached after Senator Abdul Ningi, Bauchi Central, raised the point of order expressing that his only police orderly had been withdrawn despite the continued protection of ministers, business executives, family members, and celebrities. And by extension, Senator Ningi said, all animals are equal. Since they have taken my own police, they should collect everybody's own. Even the president. Yes, he actually did say that. But let's hear him. So I'm not accused of putting words in his mouth.
Mr. President, I've been around this National Assembly since 1999. And right from 1999, I was having a police orderly, one police orderly. And I have never requested for any additional security personnel. And I woke up today and I was told my police orderly and other police orderlies are withdrawn. Mr. President, I have no problem with that. My problem is that this should go across the board. It should not be, don't worry, it should be done across the board. Let's see what happens from the office of the president to the vice president, to the Senate President, to the Speaker of the House, to the ministers. Mr. President, I'm coming after they have withdrawn my only order. I saw two convoys of ministers, and they were carrying lots of security personnel. I have also seen business concern, Chinese and other business concern. Yesterday, with compliment of orderlies. Mr. President, I have also seen daughters and sons of political office holders having orderlies and having security covers. Mr. President, I have seen singers having orderlies and complementary of protection. I cannot ever imagine that a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria who has been here for a very long time, only one orderly, and he is withdrawn, and nothing will happen. Said earlier, Mr. President, I have no problem, but let it be done across the board. Let it be done across the board. I can take care of myself, but let me not see governors, ministers, and business concerns being covered by security establishment, by complementary of security. This is unheard of in democracy. That's why I said, this is a matter that disturbs me, it concerns me, it is not right, and it should be taken with all seriousness it deserves. And I crave the indulgence of the President of the Senate to ask the Chairman, Committee on Police, to please investigate why are other people having security